Here on this channel, we go through the basic trading methods within FIFA 23 Ultimate Team so that you're able to build your coins even as a beginner. But there's a certain point where once you've used all the basic trading methods, it feels like they're no longer worth it. It becomes a lot harder to trade because now you've got over 500k and what you're trying to do is get to 1 million coins. And using basic methods such as bulk bidding is going to take a very long time to get there, especially if you're making around 100 coins per trade. That's where today's method comes in. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to get some very easy coins which saves you from having to trade, then there is no better place than AOA. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 23 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 3% discount. Link can be found in the description down below.
Nice.
So, the method that we're going through, I highly recommend that you do this once you reach 500k. Now you can do this before and you will see that you don't need 500k to actually get some trades. But the reason I recommend reaching this milestone first is because if you try to do this with less, what you might find is that you put all your coins into one trade. And even though it's likely to make profit, you may be better off using some of the other trading methods to make more per hour without it being as risky. If you put all your coins into one trade and it doesn't sell within the first hour, you still have nothing to trade with. You need to wait until that trade finally sells before you can make another similar trade. This really works well when you're getting multiple deals all at the exact same time. So with the method, it's nothing crazy. All you really need to do, and I highly recommend that you look at icons for this, but all you need to do is head over to the transfer market, select the quality to be icons, and if you really want to, depending on your budget, you can go over and put a maximum bid and set that to however many coins you currently have. If you have around 1 million coins, this is not really needed. But of course, with this type of parameter, it's going to show all the icons available within your budget. And with this, all you need to do is go across. You go across each player and eventually you'll come across with one with a bid on. Those are the ones you want to look out for. The reason for this, there are loads of icons available, all of them expiring within a matter of seconds. Now you could go across each one and use a site such as Footbin, or you can just compare their price on FIFA, but 9 out of 10 times they're not going to be good deals. They're not going to be the cheapest players listed on the market. How do I know this? It's because they've managed to go for a full hour or for however long they've been listed onto the transfer market without anyone buying them. But the deals that have bids on, that's a good indication that they're listed lower than their lowest buy now. That's the reason why people are bidding on them. There's no reason for someone to bid on a card like this only to have a much cheaper option which they can get instantly on a buy now. So that's the reason why you want to be looking out for these with bids on. So you can just hold right on your controller and go across every single player and stop the second that you find a player with a bid on. It's at that moment you're going to add them to your watch list and compare the player's price. You want to know if there's a difference between their current bid, what they've got on right now, and the lowest listed buy now on the transfer market. For some of the cheaper icons, especially once you're starting to look less than 100k, some of them may only have a difference of a couple thousand coins, in which you just want to back out and forget that player, move on to the next one. The bigger the distance between the bid on the current player that you're looking at and his lowest buy now, which is currently listed, the more chance of profit you're going to be able to make. Now with this, you do need to take into consideration the 5% EA tax. Now that you're dealing with slightly more expensive players, the 5% EA tax is no longer taking just a couple hundred coins, it's taken thousands of coins. If you find a player worth 100k, which they sell for, that's 5,000 coins which EA are going to be taking for themselves. So you need to get them less than 95,000 in order for you to make profit. But you don't just want to be taking all the risk of trading with a player for 100k just to go and get them at 94,500, which will give you 500 coins profit. Really, you want to be looking to try and get them at 90k, which will give you 5,000 coins profit. And those are the types of deals that you're looking out for. So go across the transfer market, find the players with the bids on, compare the player's price to find the lowest buy now, and if there's room for you to make profit, you're going to place a bid. Now that we are dealing with icons, you're not going to win every single one. This is the complete opposite to the bulk bidding method where you can bid on 50 and probably win about 40. This is a trader method where you'll probably be winning 2 or 3 out of the 10 trades that you're bidding on. That's because you're not only competing against other players who are trading, but you're also competing against other players who are looking to buy these cards for their team and are trying to get them for cheap. But if you keep on going through this, keep on bidding on players, eventually you're going to get some amazing trades. If you do get outbidded on a player and there's still room to make profit, so you want to put another bid in, don't put it in immediately. Wait for the player to go down to the last couple seconds and then place a bid and keep that going. It's no longer just about you being the highest bidder, but it's also about frustrating the other person who's bidding on the exact same card. This is a bidding technique which frustrates a lot of people, so if you can do it and you're patient with your play, you will be able to win a lot more trades by doing this. With 500k, you could probably get around 5 of the cheap icons. These are players listed less than 100k. But with that, you're probably only going to be making a couple thousand coins here or there per trade. It has happened, but it's extremely rare, but there have been moments where I've been able to make 10,000 coins plus. But with those, I got extremely lucky. The best deals that you'll be able to find are those that are going to be valued a lot higher. This is where you're going to need to put 200, 300, 400,000 coins into a trade. But out of it, you'll be able to make 40, 50, 60k. You just need to be in the right place at the right time. And with all of these icons, I highly recommend, if they're not selling during the hours that you're relisting them, make sure that you list them for 12 hours overnight. There's so many less people playing FIFA at that time that they also forget to relist their cards, reducing the amount of players available onto the transfer market. So for icons which are already extremely rare, there's normally only a couple pages for those which are common, whereas other cards there's only 5 or 6 listed. But by the time it gets to midnight and people start to forget to list their cards for 12 hours overnight, the amount of cards available more or less half. So if you're someone that can actually list that, not only do you increase your chances of your item selling, but you can also increase the price to maximize the most amount of coins. There's actually been some trades where I've made a mistake by trading at off-peak hours, bought into an icon which I thought was good, only for it not to be good. It ended up being an awful deal, and I keep on relisting, and obviously they're not selling because it's listed at a ridiculous price, only for it to get to midnight. I list for 12 hours, and by the time I wake up, they've ended up selling. So a key skill to have when trading with these types of players, yes, I'm highlighting it to be icons, but really it could be any type of expensive special card that you can do this with. The key skill though is that you are patient. You're patient with your bidding because you're not going to win every single one that you bid on, and in a lot of cases you might need to be using a few different bidding techniques where you wait for it to go down to the last couple seconds before you place another bid on the player. And you also need patience when selling because they're not always going to sell first time. You may need to keep on relisting, keeping it at the exact same price, and eventually they will go. This also links back to the beginning of this video because not every single player will sell within the first hour. If you put all your coins into just one trade, let's say you're starting with 100k, you find a cheap icon, you put in 90,000 coins, they're going to sell for 100k, giving you 5,000 coins profit. Yes, that is a good trade, but if they don't sell within the first couple of hours, you're actually better off just using a basic trading method. Something such as bulk bidding, which will guarantee that those players will be able to sell. Just because there's so many more people that will probably buy into them for SBCs or even just using in their starter teams. An icon, even one that's listed at 100k, is a much higher barrier to entry for those looking to buy into them, whether that be for trading or for those actually looking to buy it for their teams. Having 500k through my experience of trading across multiple accounts, I found that that's really when things start to pick up. You have more than enough coins to buy into multiple trades all at the exact same time, and I may be able to sell 1 or 2 per hour where I need to go and relist the rest. Because I'm not reliant on just one trade, I've got 5 at the exact same time, the chances of all 5 not selling are extremely slim, so I should have coins coming in constantly. And the second that those players sell, I'll just go and buy another couple players to replace them and just keep this going. As long as you're focusing on the good deals and not trying to place bids on icons which are going to give you a couple hundred coins here or there after EA tax, you're looking for the trades which are going to give you thousands of coins every single time, you could probably spend an hour or 2 trading and you'll be able to make 100k. That's 100k in profit. And of course, with this, you're doing nothing special. Just looking at the market and comparing prices. Do this for 15-20 minutes at a time. Once you're done, go into a match, play a game, or go and do something completely different. Go into SBCs, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, and then come back after you finish that task to spend another 15 or 20 minutes trying to bid again and keep this loop going. It fits into a great system and you will be able to make a hell of a lot of coins. If you do have any questions about trading with icons, then please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.